Davao City was considered one of the worst cities before. Crime rates, anarchy, and chaos were rampant. But now, as what we see and hear in the news, believe it or not, it is now considered the safest city in the Philippines and currently making as the fourth safest city in the world. Improved from 9th to 4th safest city in the world as of June 24, 2015. Such enhancement was done under Rodrigo Duterte's administration. As a lawyer and a politician, he is among the longest-serving mayor in the Philippines. He has been mayor of Davao City for 7 terms, totaling for more than 22 years. Also, he was able to serve as vice mayor and congressman. Over the years, he had made many improvements in the city and transformed it into the city we know today. But this year, many people want him to run for presidency in the 2016 election in the Philippines. Tarpaulins, ballers, banners, and stickers are seen everywhere to show their support for him. However, the mayor didn't confirm yet if ever he's really going to run as president of the country. So the question remains, who will be the next mayor of Davao City?
Inday Sara, number 1. Number 2, Carlo Nograles. Sara has done a good job the last time she was mayor. Kahit na first time niya lang. No? So I think the second time around, she would be better at that post. And according to some of the disclosures na narinig ko sa mga friends ko in the business, she also has her own stand. Before kasi the impression was that being the daughter of Rodrigo Duterte, she would just follow whatever her father would say. But oftentimes, during the time that she was seated as a mayor, even the two of them clash in terms of decisions. But of course, Sara at the time has the upper hand because she's the current mayor and the father was only the vice mayor then. And then Carlo has also gained grounds in terms of credibility in delivering the propaganda that he has promised to the people during his campaign. And marami ang nagsasabing he has done a good job being a congressman. So I think if he would run for he would also do good in those areas.
Sara Duterte, Bong Ledesma, manager ng Marco Polo Davao, and si Dr. Oringo, dentist yan dito na magaling siya masyado mag-implement ng rules and gina-follow talaga siya ng babae. Leadership, kasi di ba relevant pa din leadership for running as candidate for mayor kasi di ba ang mayor ang nag-lead ng whole city. So, ang qualities na meron dapat sa persons na mag-run is yung meron silang confidence sa kanilang sarili na mag-lead ng city.
Morales, Paulo Duterte, and Sara. Paulo Morales, I think it's his ability to lead his constituents to progress. Even their district is in good condition. For Paulo Duterte, he's courageous enough to speak his mind, and even for Sara.
Okay, I can think of only one person, his daughter. because she has shown that she has her father's guts at other times. I think a leader should have character. That's very important. Should have character, meaning he has the necessary courage and boldness to support his convictions. So they should have whoever runs, no? Okay, whether it's Sarah or somebody else, or the candidates for mayor should have character, should have competence. The competence is very important. Educational background as well as our experiences with this person. Okay. And then he or she should also have commitment. 3. Character, competence, and commitment. The background. Okay. A lot of people want to be mayor. Right? Okay. But I haven't seen anybody who has the character that I want in a mayor except Duterte. Except Sara. I think that the Dutertes have already enough insights into the natives of Davao or Mindanao. Mindanao at large. Okay? What do I mean? Because there are different groups here. Okay? The natives, meaning the original people in Mindanao. Who are they? Okay. The natives, like for example, the hill tribes. The hill tribes, and then the people who live along the river, along the rivers of Mindanao. Okay. And these are usually the Muslims. Okay. So in Davao, it is the Kagan. They are the Muslims of Davao. Or the incoming leader, or the leader who should replace the incumbent leader of our city should be somebody who should have enough insights, enough tolerance, enough patience, okay, enough guts to institute peace and order.
I have only one, not three. Possible to be Sara Duterte or pwede kong sabihin din si Carlos Nograles, congressman. They might be possible prospects. Well, because they have already been in public service, they have a servant's heart. I believe they are into, they have the heart to serve, they have this gusto to serve the city. Isa yung nakikita kong qualities na isang should be in the heart of a public servant. Diba? Kaya nga, servant eh.
Una kong pipiliin si ex-mayor Sara Duterte kasi napag-alaman ko na pinagpatuloy niya yung plataforma ng kanyang father, which is our present mayor right now, which is Mayor Rody Duterte. And alala ko, one time na ni-follow up namin yung marriage certificate namin ng husband ko, doon ko narinig na kung gaano ka-disiplina pala si Mayor Sara Duterte. Doon ko na pag-alaman na takot pala sila sa kanya kasi may mga tao na kasi si Mayor Rody, na medyo malakas, matigas na rin ang ulo sa loob ng City Hall. Pero nang dumating si Mayor Sara, nung panahon na yon, napag-alaman ko na na-disiplina niya ang tao. So nagkaroon ng parang malinis na pamamalakad sa loob ng City Hall. Yun yung una kong nagustuhan kay Mayor Sara. Second is, we cannot deny, I think, maganda rin ang ginawa ni Congressman Carlo Nograles. So, pwede rin siyang maging mayor din sa Davao kasi marami din siya natulungan ng mga estudyante na nakapagtapos sa kanilang pag-aaral.
Para sa akin, ang una is si Sara Duterte kasi nakasimula na siya for one term and malaki yung nagawa niya sa Davao. So it was during her time na na-package yung Davao Life is Here. And it was during her time na yung mga processing sa City Hall mabilis. Tapos marami rin siyang nagawa sa in terms of development ng iba-ibang opisina. And yung legacy ng father niya na continue niya, pero meron din siyang kanyang own accomplishments sa sarili niya. And she's still young and she's far-sighted. She's intelligent and meron siyang passion for the people of Davao, lalo na for the poor and the children. That's why she's, para sa akin, siya yung best na yung choice for Davao in case hindi mag-run si Mayor Rudy for mayor. Another candidate would be, to me, si Councilor Leo Avila because he is passionate about preserving and conserving the environment. Right now, he is the chairperson of the Committee of Environment sa Sangguniang Panlunsod, and he is doing a lot of things to conserve our environment. He knows very well about the effects of climate change, and his committee is really pushing for pro-environment programs that would help Davao City mitigate impacts of climate change. And before being a councilor, he has been the city agriculturist during the time of Mayor Sara. And marami rin siya nagawa bilang city agriculturist.
I think whoever sits as a mayor will always have in their mind and heart the Davao City's welfare. Whether it's Sara or Carlo. Plus, it's a legacy that they will leave kasi. So they have to make good with their work.
I think it depends on sino ang next na mag-lead. For example, ang succeeding sa kanya kay daughter niya lang din, feel ko similar pa rin ang pagtakbo ng city compared to iba ang maging mayor natin na hindi masyado related sa kanya or hindi na sundan yung kanyang style of leading.
So, Rodrigo Duterte is responsible enough to lead Davao with someone who can lead as he has.
I think that the progress of Davao will continue if and when the next mayor continues the kind of peace or maintains the kind of peace and order that we have today. Because you know, the businessmen and the practicing professionals among us will not be able to practice their professions or continue their businesses if the impression or the perception is that there is no peace and order in Mindanao.
No, if he's going to run as president, probably will be the first one na magka-progress that will be developed. And for sure, he will not leave Davao because he has been serving Davao for a long time. I'm sure hindi tayo pababayaan.
Sa tingin ko hindi naman, sapagkat ang isang tao pag may passion or may pagmamahal sa kanyang syudad na kinalakihan at na doon siya nag-serve, I think that will always be in his heart and his mind. And I know in fact na may mga program siya na gusto rin niya i-implement sa Davao, which pag nasa posisyon na siya bilang presidente, mas lalong pwedeng gawain niya. Pwede niyang magawa sapagkat nandun yung kanyang meron na siyang ways in how to help the city of Davao. Pero gusto ko si Mayor Duterte sa Davao pa rin. Sapagkat iniisip ko yung health niya. Ewan ko lang how selfish ba ako, pero iniisip ko kasi ang health niya at saka yung stress. Being a president is not easy. He will not be able to just foresee one city but the entire nation. So, but God willing, if our Mayor Rudy Duterte will be our coming president, well, we will be praying for him.
Bilang botante, hindi naman siguro natin ipagkatiwala yung future ng Davao City sa tao na sa tingin natin will not fill the shoes of the mayor. Alam natin, meron tayong idea of what a mayor can do and kung ano yung mabuting mayor. So I think yung progress nasa sa atin yun. If we put the right person sa office, then and we think na that person has a kind heart and is God-fearing and all, and yung talagang taga Davao talaga siya, yung naglaki siya dito, yung alam niya yung vision ng Davao City, then progress will not be lost and it will depend on us kung sino yung ilagay natin.
People of the Philippines, especially those in Davao City, are expecting someone efficient, inspiring, and worthy to replace the legendary Rodrigo Duterte, a person who has guts, character, and commitment. So for you, who do you think is worthy to be the successor of the man in Davao City? Vote wisely.